Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Making a little quick video here. I wanted to make it a couple days ago, but it just wasn't to be. So, a lot of you already know the information I'm going to tell you, but I pretty much am just making the video to see what you guys' opinion is on the situation. So, as we all know, teams can't work out because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that players around the league have been finding out ways to work out together to get ready. It's kind of like a mini camp, so to speak. But she's just, trying to get into football shape. And 49ers were no exception. Jimmy Garoppolo and a bunch of 49ers met in Nashville, Tennessee to, hold some sort of player-controlled, passing camp pretty much. So last week we got kind of just a whole dose of bad news. Turns out Camp Jimmy was a disaster. So the first thing happening that I'm sure everybody knows right now is that Deebo Samuel broke his foot. The same injury that Trent Taylor suffered last year. And we never saw Taylor last year. He suffered it in camp. Apparently the surgery didn't go very well. And then he suffered a infection in the area, and he had a total of like 5 surgeries. So definitely a pause for concern when it comes to Deebo on this current injury that he has. Apparently he's already had surgery. He says he's doing well. The surgery was a success. And he is saying that he's going to be sidelined for no more than 10 weeks. 12 to 16 is usually the timetable, probably closer to 16, which would take us into the regular season a bit. He would miss some time, but he insists that he's going to be ready in 10 weeks, which would be a little bit prior to the beginning of the NFL season. Not the kind of setback we wanted going into a year where we're trying to avenge our Super Bowl loss. But nonetheless, it happened, and the 49ers are going to have to deal with it. Not even a day later, or maybe a day later, Richie James breaks his wrist in the same camp. Again, no contact, just a passing camp, guys running routes. And he's going to be out at least 2 months. So, and, he's not a lock to make the roster anyway. He's more of a kick returner, but he's someone who's never really been used in the passing game, at least not consistently. So his loss maybe isn't as important as, say, Deebo Samuel's, but just the fact that they've lost 2 receivers in like 2 days to, pretty significant injuries is definitely a cause for concern. And then, of course, to wrap it all up, the bad news is that one of the 49ers players tested positive for COVID-19 while in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, the league, there is some sort of mandate or some rule that they don't have to release the name of the person who's infected or any information on it. So we don't know. This article that I'm reading says they know the players that did reportedly report to Camp Jimmy was Jimmy Garoppolo himself, of course, Nick Mullins, C.J. Beathard, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, and receivers Kendrick Bourne, Deebo Samuel, Trent Taylor, Dante Pettis, and Brandon Ayuk. I don't know, guys. I think the league, or I'm not sure exactly who, is probably putting a mandate out that all these little camps that are going on right now are pretty much, they're going to cease them. They're not going to have them just because of what happened. Because I don't think this is the only player or players that have contracted COVID during player organized camps. So I don't know. It's a crazy time we're living in. I don't know what to make of it. With Dr. Fauci saying there might not be an NFL season and all this kind of stuff happening right now, it's just kind of stressful. I don't know. It's definitely a wait and see approach. If the season is actually going to take place, my confidence has definitely waned quite a bit. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm definitely not as sure that there is going to be football, even if there is no fans. So I just thought I'd bring up these couple things that have happened over the course of probably the last 3 or 4 days. You know, a lot of you guys probably already know this already, but for those who don't, or those who have an opinion on it, I'd like to hear it. And it was nice talking to you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Everybody stay healthy and safe. See ya.